Crap.
And we're live.
Awesome.
Let's see. So I am Ben, and I'm doing a live broadcast, and I'm here with.
Hi, everybody. I'm the Phoenix Queen. And so, what's going on with you, Ben?
Nothing much. Just feel like doing another live hangout.
Yeah, we did one earlier.
Yep.
If you haven't seen that one already, hopefully you've got at least 2 hours extra time today because it was pretty long. Speaking of which, yours said it was about 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I said on the other one.
Yeah, I was like, that does not sound right at all. And then when the video ccame up, it said an hour 50 there. I was like, yeah, that sounds better. I was like, if that's the longest 45 minutes ever.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me take away my lower third here. I don't know. Can you see my cat right here?
Yeah, I can see her. Well, yeah, just barely. Now she's a camera hog all of a sudden.
Yep.
Aww.
She always meows when I pick her up.
So does Oliver. But he's pretty much in the same spot he was last time.
Yeah, so anything on your mind that you want to talk about? Like,
Well, I don't have anything in particular. Nothing in particular I can really think of. Was there anything that you had in mind?
we could talk about cats if you want.
Sure, why not? Everybody loves cats. But you know what? It's funny how people talk about, the crazy cat people and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, cat videos are one of like the most popular online. So, yeah.
Well, we're both crazy cat people because I got a cat right here.
And I've got 2 right here, 2 under the bed, and one's over here in the corner, and I don't know where number 4 went. So, yeah.
Boy, you have a calico cat, right?
Not exactly. She's tortoiseshell.
Tortoiseshell?
Yeah, in fact, that's where her name came from, Callie. I thought she was calico, but she's actually more of a tortoiseshell colored domestic short hair.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, she is similar in coloring to that one, but I don't know. I guess, yeah. But I guess there's something slightly different between the two. Yeah, if I could just give me a second, I'm going to try to pull her from underneath my bed. All I have to really do is just move my bed out.
Okay.
Callie, where'd you go, sweetie? I think I scared her. Callie, where'd you go? Sorry, Oliver. Still can't find her. I guess she moved to the other end, so I'll just pick him up for the time being. Don't you grab onto my mattress.
That's he's cute.
Okay, baby. Yeah, he was my first rescue. I mentioned earlier I had another cat that I had to leave behind, Precious, but technically my mom brought her from the SPCA. Okay. Him I rescued from a back alley when he was a kitten.
Okay.
On 4th of July weekend, I'd actually heard him out of my window for a little while, but I never saw where he was until that particular morning. And somehow I convinced my mom to let me take him in. And right now he's 4 years old, and he's just really big, but he's very friendly.
That's good.
Yeah. To the kittens sometimes. Right, Oliver? I didn't mean to
Yeah,
disturb
my cat's now just laying on my lap. You can't see her now.
you. I can see her.
You can still see her?
Yeah, I see the top of her head.
What's that?
I see the top of her head.
Oh, okay, right here. So when your cat, Callie, how was it when she was giving birth to her kittens?
You know what? Like I said before, she had been out that day because Oliver had opened the door again, and they'd all gotten out.
Okay.
So luckily, when I was able to bring her back in. She hadn't given birth, thank goodness. And a little while later, she was in my room. She was sitting on my bed, and then she moved away. And I looked down where she was, and I saw this yellowish green discharge. And so I looked that up, and it said if that happened, she's either about to give birth or she'll be giving birth very soon.
Okay.
So I quickly moved. I got my closet ready because that's where I was hoping she would have them. I moved like blankets out of the way, and I put down some old sheets and bedding. I didn't take all my clothes out because I wouldn't have had anywhere to put them. But what I did do was any long dresses or shirts or anything, I folded them up onto the hangers.
Okay.
And then I closed her in the closet just for a little while so she would realize, that's a private place for her.
Okay.
And, later that afternoon, around 3 o'clock, I found her in the closet laying down. And I was like, uh-oh, we're about to have kittens.
And
And
you were with her the whole time, right?
for the entire time, yep. I know there are times when people say that, that's not a very good idea because you don't know how the mom's going to react. But
Yeah.
she was perfectly fine with me being there with her.
Okay.
Hi, number 4. Yeah, she didn't mind me being there. And on occasion, I would even take up one of the kittens, which technically you're not supposed to do for at least the first week. Because if you do, her scent might rub off and she might not recognize it as her own.
Okay.
So that's also kind of tricky. But like I said, she knew I was there the entire time. And while they would be nursing, sometimes she would roll over and the kitten would be like right behind her. So it wasn't feeding. So of course I would move it over there and let them feed. And she never ignored any of them. Thank goodness.
That's good. Now, at the end of the birthing process, did you have to clean the cats up, or did the mom do all that?
Oh no, mom cleaned them up as soon as each one came out. She just did what cats do. And it was really fascinating watching the whole thing because I never seen that before.
Okay.
So like she licked off the sack they were in and ate it, but that was kind of gross.
Ate all 4 of them?
Huh?
She ate all 4 of them?
The sack, yeah, that they were in. Yeah, she ate those. So that was a little gross to watch, but
and she also cleaned the mom cat also cleaned herself up too.
Not really. She was a little too occupied. I think she may have tried a couple times. I don't remember correctly, but at the end of it all, she was clearly exhausted.
Yeah.
But amazingly, she never yelped out in pain or anything. So I'm not going to say she didn't feel pain, obviously. But I don't really know if she felt pain or not. if she did, she handled it very well for a first-time mom.
Yeah, I saw from the pictures that she looked exhausted during the whole thing.
Yeah, she was. She just took the whole thing really well. I was really proud of her. But yeah, by the time all four of them had come out, she was out. She didn't really even seem to care at that point because you saw in the pictures, TJ was sniffing the kittens. My dog was in there sniffing them.
Yeah.
And she just did. She either was just too tired to care, or she was okay with it.
Was she tired during the birthing process too, or just after?
I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm pretty sure she was tiring out during the process. Because of course she was panting a lot, as I can imagine. But honestly, like I said, I'm amazed she didn't like yelp out in pain or anything.
That's
but
good.
Yeah,
There was no complications.
Except for that one little incident. I told you about that bubble of fluid that had come out. Well, it didn't come out, but it was just there, and it was like that for maybe an hour or so.
Okay.
See, I at first thought it was the number 3 coming out, but it never moved. So I looked that up, and they said if there's a bubble of fluid there and it's not moving, you need to call the vet. That's not a good thing.
Okay.
But by the time I had gotten off the phone after finally finding a vet on a Sunday afternoon, who's texting?
It's Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, after I got off the phone with the vet, I found she had sucked that back in, and I know she was starting to strain really hard, and I was like, oh no, what's happening? And
Okay.
that stream of clear liquid came out, and then number 3 came out.
So the whole thing was very messy. from what I saw on Facebook, it looked like it was pretty messy.
It was very messy.
And the cats clean it all up by themselves, right?
Well, clean herself off, clean the kittens off, that kind of thing. But of course, I had to throw the sheets out and everything. There was no saving those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very proud of her. She took it well for a first time mom.
That's good. That's good to hear.
I know. I would, honestly, I would have liked to see my dog have puppies, but no, she's fixed. All of them are fixed, and I still have yet to get Callie fixed, but that's I'm okay with that. She seems to be okay. She hasn't really shown any desire of wanting to go back out again and staying out.
Okay.
Not that she hasn't gotten out, but when she has, she's always near the door ready to come back inside. So I'm not entirely worried about it at the moment.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to do another hangout because when I was watching the last one back, my mouth, my voice didn't seem to sync up with my mouth at all.
Oh, I hate that.
What?
So I hate it when videos do that.
Yeah, like hold on. I wonder if you can still hear me if I take out my headset.
We'll see.
No. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, when you took it out, there was just a bunch of static.
Oh. Hey, sorry, YouTubers, about the static. Yeah, I was just because with my last video, I was on. Hold on. I was actually using.
Turn my fan off. So now I'm starting to get cold.
I'll be right back.
Oh, what? We're in Dennis now? Hi, sweetheart.
Okay, I'm back. I just want to see if a different shirt will keep me from blending in with the background.
As you know it, as long as you don't wear a green shirt. Fine. Huh, stupid computer. No, the plug somehow came out and it went dead, so no, that's fine. Like I said, it just needs a new battery and it needs to be updated. So.
Yeah.
You're in Siberia again.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? It's cool, but at the same time, I hate the cold. Here's Minecraft for everyone. I know everyone likes Minecraft.
So, you see him?
Yep.
That's number one, curled up with little Oliver. Well, I can't call him little anymore. He's the largest of my cats.
You like anime, right?
I do like anime. They need to hurry up with the next season of Attack on Titan.
Look, I got Naruto shirt on.
Yep, I haven't seen Naruto in a while. And I have Naruto. What was the new one? Dang on, I can't pronounce it.
Shibuto or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, like I stopped watching it because I heard that like at the end.
Don't spoil it.
Okay, well, it's a disappointing ending.
Yeah, so I hear. In fact, everyone was everyone was disappointed that it ended altogether. But don't spoil it for me. Right, number
okay. I like spoilers because I like to see how the storyline ends up. Like I want to see how it gets to that part, if you know what I mean.
I get it. It's like you see the ending and you know the ending, but now you want to know how it got from point A to point B. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't mind stuff like that. Every now and again, like I have this. Years ago, I had when I was still reading those romance suspense novels. I was reading a really good one, and it left you on a cliffhanger because the protagonist got caught by the antagonist.
Okay.
And yeah, and she was being held captive. The thing was, she was on her way to try to get her kids back from her ex-husband. Um, he and his new wife had taken them without her permission, and I mean they were going through the custody thing. You know how those can get.
Yeah. Yep. I know.
Yeah. And yeah, she was driving along. She had slid on the ice and got caught by the guy. So it kind of left you at that cliffhanger. And so I was just waiting for the next book to come out. And over time, I kind of forgot about it. But then I saw the next book, and I got it. And first of all, I don't know where that book is at the moment. I have to find it. And when I do find it, I'm just going to go right to the ending. How they capture the guy, how they rescue the protagonist, what happened with the ex-husband and the kids. I'm just going to skip all of that and just go right to it. I mean, because at this point, you know how some stories, if there's a sequel, they left enough information in the first one to like, what do you need all this extra stuff for in the second? Just go to the ending. How did it end? So, yeah, if I ever find that book again, then I'll do just that. Oh, you want to curl up with Grandma? Yep, he's a sweetie. Yeah, see, he decided he was gonna.
Aw. Yeah, the reason why I wanted to do the second hangout was to see if
Oh wait, it's back up. Good. Was to see what?
the reason why I wanted to do this second hangout is to see if my voice will sync up with my mouth. But
Most
it seems it seems like to me on my end, it seems like there's a little bit. It's not synced at all.
Oh, on my end, it's just fine.
Okay. Even when I looked at the last video,
Mm-hmm.
the last video, the syncing was off with my
Was it
voice.
just you?
What?
Was it both of us, or was it just you?
It was just me.
Oh, okay.
Like with this computer right here, I was doing the live stream from here, and I go, wait, the PC shouldn't be messing up. I'm just running the Google Hangout, nothing else. So I decided, you know what? I'll bring out my MacBook Pro and see if it's having the same problem. So far, it seems like it's having the same problem.
I wouldn't mind getting one of those Surface Pros. Those seem like pretty computers.
What kind of computers?
Those new Surface Pros that are coming out.
Okay. I thought you were talking about a GoPro.
Oh no.
I thought you said. Oh wait, Surface Pros.
Surface Pro.
I know. I have one Pro here. It's called a GoPro.
I know what that is. The camera. No, the Surface Pro is one of those laptops that can also be a tablet.
Okay.
Click the keyboard onto it, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know why the. Never mind. Technical difficulties I'm having on my end today.
No, that's cool. Frankly, I'm kind of surprised it's not happening on nothing of that is happening on my end at the moment.
Yeah, like when I was watching the last hangout when I came home, like your voice and your mouth was synced up. With me, it wasn't.
Well, maybe it'll come out better this time.
Yeah. Hopefully, I could get the job at Costco's. Because when we ended the hangout, for those of you who are watching, when we ended the last hangout earlier this morning, I went to go for a job interview at Costco's, and hopefully I could get the job there. And I also had a interview at Amazon, and hopefully I could get a job at either one of those places.
That'd be cool. Where is Amazon? Is it at a warehouse that you'll be doing, or is it any kind of computer work that you're going to be doing?
It's a warehouse. I'll be doing packaging and stuff, I think.
You think they'll have drones?
What's that?
So you think they're going to have the drones?
What drones do you mean?
You know how Amazon was supposed to be having the drones deliver the packages, that kind of thing?
Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea. Like I said, drones. What? I don't. Like, this is what's going through my mind.
Whole drone craze thing going on.
I know about the drones, like where you can hook your GoPro up and fly around.
Yeah.
I know about those drones.
Good grief, what are they doing?
What was that?
Oh, you hear it too?
Yes.
That would be my sister playing with her son.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes they can get a little loud.
So, does your car have air conditioning to it?
It does, but I mean, with this kind of weather, especially in the morning, I don't even bother turning on the air conditioner. It's a convertible, so I just save gas money and just put the top down, even though sometimes that's not a really good idea because if there aren't that many clouds in the sky, then that sun will just be beaming down on me, just baking me. Like when I finally get inside, I look at myself and I'm like, holy crap, I got dark. Like honestly, if you look close enough, you can see my arm. Do you see the
Yeah.
one light spot where it didn't tan?
Yep, I see it.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, I just, and what's funny about it is that I used to not tan at all, or I'd have to be out in the sun for a long time before I showed any signs of tanning.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that all changed, after my kidney transplant because now because of the medications I'm taking, with thank God I didn't refill that one. Because of the medications I'm taking, I'm now immunosuppressant, so I am much more easily prone to skin cancer from the sun. And yet, stubborn me still doesn't put on any sunscreen.
I didn't know you had a kidney transplant.
Oh, I didn't tell you about that?
No, you never did.
Huh. I could have sworn I did. Well, it started back in it all started back in February of 2012. Um, I was sitting watching TV. I was eating my leftovers because my mom, my uncle, and I had gone to Red Lobster for dinner, and I was eating my leftovers. I was feeling just fine, just like I was feeling fine the day before. And I was down to the last couple of bites, and all of a sudden, I felt like I had to throw up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was weird because I wasn't sick. I wasn't nauseous. My stomach wasn't queasy or anything, but you know that feeling.
Yeah.
So I felt it, and I just had to run to the bathroom. And the sad thing is, I was like on the last couple of bites, and I was like, "What a bunch of good food just wasted." But yeah, so I was like, "Well, that was a freak thing," and I finished the rest of my food, and I was fine. Um, and then it happened again. Maybe it was either the next day or a couple of days later. I was watching dang it, what is that movie? You know that movie where it's kind of a futuristic space cadets go into
Future.
training and end up on this bug planet to try to capture the smart bug, which is a huge, ugly, tick-looking bug. Do you remember that movie?
No, not really.
Uh, for life of me, I cannot remember the name of it. I know Neil Patrick Harris was in it. Dang on it.
Was Tim Allen in it?
No, Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one.
Okay. Yeah, it's made in the late 80s, early 90s kind of thing. Um, oh, that was thunder. Looks like it's finally going to start raining.
Well, I could.
Um, but yeah, so I was watching that movie and I was eating a bowl of cereal, and it got to the reason why I mentioned the movie is because it got into the part where the smart bug came out, and I mean that if you watch the movie or if you ever remember that bug is just like ugly, like it is so gross. And normally it never really bothered me, but this time it did.
Okay.
And I ended up having to throw up again. I guess part of it was because my cereal was also a bit soggy, which I can't stand. But once again, I wasn't sick or anything, so I ended up having to dump the rest of the cereal. And once again, I said, it's a freak thing. It's nothing's really wrong. It'll pass. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case. It happened over and over again. So I eventually started eating less and less. I was like downing ginger ale like water, trying to stop it. And it didn't. It helped very little. So I just didn't eat as much anymore. So Also, I didn't have any, I didn't have any insurance, so I
Yeah.
wasn't, I really couldn't see a doctor, even though people were telling me I needed to. Um, but the thing is, I'm rarely ever sick anyway. So I figured, look, this will blow over. It's just a freak thing. You'll be fine. And it started to get worse. And then I noticed that my breathing wasn't as good.
Okay.
Now, the way I really got to notice it was after my car accident. I was walking, not walking to work, but I had to take public transportation, and I noticed that there was a bus stop that was probably a couple of miles away from the house. So I decided to just walk that instead of taking the long route. So one morning when I was doing that, well, I knew my breathing was a little off, but there was one large hill that went past a cemetery, and it wasn't until I got to that hill that all of a sudden, every few steps, I had to sit down and catch my breath. I could not breathe.
Wow.
I was freaking out, like, oh my gosh. Mostly I was freaking out because I thought I was going to miss the bus. um, yeah, it was like every few steps or so, I had to sit down and actually catch my breath before going in. I didn't miss the bus, by the way. Thank
That's
goodness. Yeah. I,
good.
I hate being late for anything. So,
Okay.
and then, like I said, it got worse suddenly. It's like I couldn't go up any kind of stairs or any kind of small incline without getting winded. Um, but once again, I'm stubborn. I don't have insurance, and I'm thinking this is just a freak thing. It's gonna stop sooner or later.
Yeah.
Over time, it just got worse. I was getting fatigued because I was working at Petco then, and
Okay.
part of your job is you have to restrain dogs.
Okay.
When getting their nails done or when they're getting groomed or something. And of course, even these little dogs can be a handful sometimes. And all of a sudden, I'm tiring out quicker than usual, and I can't, do simple tasks like when it came to lifting and such without having to sit down for a minute. And my manager was noticing, like, "Hey, are you okay? Because you are not yourself." And I was like, "I'm fine. I'm haven't been feeling the best, but yeah, I'm fine." Um, but she's a mom, she's a grandmother, so it's like she knows something's up.
Yeah.
She noticed I was getting smaller because I wasn't eating, and she would actually say, "Look, you need to eat something," and she would like give me crackers from her lunch bag, or she'd give me yogurt. She's like, "You got to eat something," and she said my coloring was a bit off, which I really didn't notice.
Okay.
Um, what
Yeah.
what started out as a breathing problem turned into coughing. Um, and the coughing eventually got so bad that I couldn't even lie down
Oh
with
wow.
choking. I'd have to sit up, and I don't sleep sitting up. That is very uncomfortable for me. But I had no choice. I could not lie down, or else I'd start choking.
Okay.
After what's it? And this was over a period of maybe a couple of months. So man, my mom was like getting really, really worried because she was the one at that time that was usually the sick one, not me.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I hardly get sick myself.
yeah,
Like I have no insurance, and the reason why I went applied for Costco was because
they
even
get.
if it is part time, I do get at least some benefits.
That's good. I'm still waiting on a job with benefits. But yeah, so it was April. It was early morning, April 23rd. It was like maybe 1 in the morning. My coughing had kept me up all night again. Like that was like maybe the third time. I would get very little sleep because I couldn't lie down, and so it was probably like 1 in the morning, and my mom came in my room and was like, "Look, we need to go to the ER." So and thankfully the hospital that we went to was like a walking distance from the house, but I was still wheezing on
Yeah.
there, And when I got to the desk, the receptionist tried to tell me, "Oh, it's just the pollen and whatnot." I'm like, I mean, I didn't say anything, but I was like, "Lady, I grew up in Alabama. You want to see what pollen looks like?" But this isn't pollen. You guys have, you don't have pollen. Like down here, everything turns yellow.
Okay.
Means the streets are yellow. Like that's pollen.
Yeah, like I used to work at a restaurant, and people would go out back for a cigarette and stuff. So sometimes I'll just go out, enjoy the fresh air, and I'll look at the what do they put on the base of the tree? Mulch. They put fresh mulch on top of the tree roots, and I walk outside one afternoon. I go, is it me or is it green or yellow? And my friend goes, it's the ground. It's not you. It's real pollen that's on the ground that you're seeing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, they sent me to the ER, and they gave me a breathing treatment, which thankfully the coughing pretty much stopped right away. And I felt so good. I was able to lie back, and wasn't sitting up choking, so that felt really good.
Yeah.
So they took my blood work and all that other kind of stuff, and it's a hospital, so we're waiting around and whatnot. Are those storms?
Yeah, for Alabama, where you are.
Let's see. That's Atlanta. That's Columbus. No, those aren't near us.
What part of Alabama are you in?
I'm in Dadeville, Alabama, so I'd probably be in the Montgomery County area. No, I'm in the Tuscaloosa County. From the looks of it, it's closing in, but it's not quite there yet. Those storms are currently in Georgia. At least the closest ones are in Atlanta and Columbus, which are still like a couple hours away.
Like you're in the Montgomery part, right?
Move it over a little to the. Let me see. Oh, look, there they are closing into Auburn in the matter of hours. Yeah. There's Auburn, there's Tallahassee. Well, I guess we are going to catch a bit of that.
And it's updating.
I was like, because, yeah, that's closing in on the Auburn area, and I work in Auburn. Auburn's like, what, half an hour away? Huh. Oh, well. Well, not oh, well, because that means now I gotta...
Well, you said something about storms, and, like...
Then I suddenly remembered, oh, crap, now I'm going to have to get the buckets out, because my roof leaks.
Yeah.
My room's the only one that leaks.
Yeah, like well, you said you're having thunderstorms. I think in my mind, oh, let me just pull up the radar so I can see and to get.
I think that's the reason why it was so much more humid than usual. And then I heard
there's storms.
So thankfully I did all my laundry beforehand. Where was I? Yeah, they gave me a breathing treatment. And then they did my blood work and everything. And after they came back, it turns out the coughing was due to the fact that there was fluid in my lungs. And I had pneumonia in my right lung. It wasn't a severe case of it, but that was the source of the coughing. And when the rest of the blood work came back, they told me that my kidneys were failing.
Ooh.
Which just shocked us. Like, what? Honestly, I thought I had bronchitis. And I've never had bronchitis before, so that's how, I could think that. But, yeah, we were like, wait a minute, Mike, your kidney failure? Are you serious? So, yeah, that was just... And while he's telling me this, like, I'm trying so hard not to start crying. And I'm, brave and everything, but it's like I'm a month away from turning 25. I don't want to hear that.
None of us do.
I know. So, I mean, the doctor went away, and of course, I started crying and hang tight. Devin, what? Okay, get out of my room. Fine, pet Oliver and the baby kitties. That's my nephew.
Hello.
Yes, that's Devin. Say
hello.
All right. Four. Yes, that's me. Thank you. He does not know boundaries yet. But yeah, so once they were done, I started crying. My mom was, trying to, give me some encouragement, but of course, that was bad. But hey, being me, I I had my phone, so of course I went to Facebook and I was like, yeah. And of course, every my friends, they were like just as shocked.
Wow.
Yeah. So after that, they admitted me to my room, and they started doing all kinds of tests, trying to figure out what the cause of it is. They did X-rays, they did ultrasounds, which honestly I thought was funny when I was getting the ultrasounds done, because I was telling them, you know what, I'd hope not to experience this until I got pregnant. And now I know what it feels like. Really cold.
Where did you get the ultrasounds at, if you don't mind me asking?
No, that's fine. Of course, they did it on my kidney.
Okay.
Just, they can find things. But the coolest place they did it was on my heart. Because of course, they're trying to check everything they can to find the cause and everything. And when they did on my heart, I mean, I thought it was just the coolest thing. It was like, to science class in like 5th and 6th grade, where you would just see them on the the model of the heart, or you'd see it in the textbooks.
Yeah.
Here I am actually looking at my heart. Like, I'm seeing it beat, I'm seeing the valves open and close, and I'm like, this is just the coolest thing ever. And, they were impressed. They said I had a great heart that was, good enough for textbooks. And because, it's there would be a lot of interns there. There'd always be an intern there, and they would ask if, they had my permission if the intern could stay and, watch what was going on. And I would always say yes, because I think the best way to learn is by, doing the actual work rather than just reading about it.
Yeah.
But that was probably my favorite ultrasound. Like, I was just so fascinated looking at that. The worst of it all was my biopsy. Now, in the beginning, it was fine because, drugged up, I'm asleep, they did what they had to do. Then when they were done, they said, okay, to try to prevent blood clots, we need you to lay down and stay on your back for at least half an hour. And I'm like, that'll be easy. I'm like, that's fine, I can just sleep that off. And they left me in there, and like probably 10 minutes later, I am suddenly in the worst pain ever.
Wow.
I'm assuming the initial medicine wore off, and suddenly I was just in so much pain. Like, I tried to hold it off, but I couldn't. I was like pressing on my button for the nurse to come back, and the morphine didn't help.
Ooh.
There was I think it was some other kind of medicine. I want to say penicillin. I'm not sure if that was it, but that didn't help. And my mom had told me about a medicine called Dilaudid.
Okay.
So I said that I need that one. So they had to actually wheel me to another room to get that. And the whole time I'm like moaning in pain, and I just can't take it. I sat up. I thought that would help. It didn't. It didn't make it worse, but it definitely didn't help. So they got me in there. They gave me the medicine, and oh my gosh, it's like suddenly from head to toe, I just felt it's like all the pain just went away. I feel like it went numb, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Is this a place I? Because I like it, and I'm just like, I am like so choked up right then, and now thankfully, I would say the timing was great because my cousins came in to visit me, and one of them, Amanda, she started crying because she is not used to seeing me in a hospital bed or in anything like that. Nobody. I'm rarely sick, so everyone's expecting me to be really strong and all that. So to see me in the hospital bed, she was just in tears. And I'm like, you're crying now. You should have been here like 20 minutes ago. You'd have really been crying.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was in the hospital for almost 2 weeks while they tried to figure out what was wrong. Um, it turned out when the results from the biopsy came back that they believe it was a genetic mutation that may have started as early as when I was born.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, when and it actually took from me being admitted to the hospital. It took me a couple of days before I could tell my dad what was going on. The reason why it took me long is because at that during that time, my quote unquote stepmother, she doesn't like to be called that,
Okay.
and she's not referred to that in the house anyway. Um, but she was really sick because when I moved out of my parents' house, we did not leave on very good terms, and then find out a little couple of years later she gets like really sick, like she's been hospitalized, with lupus, and she needs breathing treatments, and she's got to carry around the oxygen tank and all that other kind of stuff. So she was already sick, and Dad was, the family was dealing with that. And then on top of that, April 25th was my baby sister's birthday. And I
Okay.
was thinking, I don't want to tell them yet. I mean, but eventually my mom was like, you need to tell your father, right? So, so when she had told me to do it, I grabbed my phone. I was like, here, you call him. Because I was scared because I don't like seeing my dad upset. And I don't know. It was a miracle that he picked up because normally he doesn't.
Yeah.
So he actually picked up, and she was like, "Are you sitting down?" And he must have said no because she said you might need to sit down. So I can only imagine what my dad was thinking about because he was worried about me living in Philadelphia to begin with.
Okay.
And she told him what was going on, and then I spoke to him, and I mean he sounded really upset, and I knew I was just hoping he wouldn't break down because
Yeah.
I tried to reassure him because the doctor said other than my kidney problems I was relatively healthy. All all the all that was going on with me was simply because the kidneys were failing, which was fascinating because I didn't realize such small organs could tie into so much of your body and the way
Yeah.
um but yeah, so I told him that, and when I talked to my stepmother a couple of days later, or the next day, she said that after he gotten off the phone, he pretty much just broke down, and I expected that to happen, but I just don't like to make my dad upset.
Hmm.
Yeah, so after nearly 2 weeks of them finding out what's going on, plus them putting me on dialysis.
Ooh, I heard that it's a bad experience. Dialysis.
It really sucks. It's not fun. Um, Having to sit there for 4 hours while a machine filters your blood. No, it's not fun at all.
Ooh.
They you're provided with like a TV, and the chairs are they're decently comfy, but yeah, you have to be careful. Like you cannot drink any more than a liter of anything all day. It doesn't matter if it's water, if it's milk, or if it's several drinks. It can only add up to a liter a day.
Okay.
If you don't, what's going to happen is you're basically being drained of your fluids as well. Because when you would be I'd feel like so dry. Like my hands are usually kind of moist, but when it'd be done, they would be like really dry, and my hair would like feel bone dry, like it's about to crack. Um, yeah, if you drink more than a liter, what's going to happen is it's compared to how when you're sucking on a straw in your drink, and there's nothing there, but you're still sucking away, and it makes. They said that's what it's like, and when that happens, and it's happened to me a couple of times. Hi, TJ. What happens is my heart would start racing. I'd break out in a cold sweat, and my hearing and vision would get blurry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I remember the first time that happened. I was, it happened, and I was like, that's weird. My vision's getting a bit blurry. And when I couldn't see anything, I was like, okay, is this normal? Does this happen? And it's a scary feeling.
Yeah.
And then
like I'm one to never get sick, and I'm thankful for that, because if I had to get needles in me and all that stuff and be at the hospital, I'll just not go.
and the sad thing is, I was already on a weight loss kind of journey, and I had gotten to my ideal weight. But when I went into the hospital, I weighed 145 pounds, and I came out weighing 129. Like, I was real thin. First of all, I didn't know I could get that skinny. I did not. Wow, that was blowing out there.
What's that?
I said the wind is really blowing out there, so that rain's coming soon.
Yeah, it's on its way.
The
rain's on its way.
Yeah. I'll put down the buckets a little bit later when I start hearing it.
You know what happened to me a couple days ago?
What's that?
I never really leave my car windows open in the hot afternoons and stuff. But...
No, I closed them. Never mind. You mentioned your car windows. I was like, did I close my windows?
I never really keep my car windows open during the summertime, but I just felt like, hey, I might be going out later today, so I might as well just leave my windows cracked a bit to let the hot air go.
Yeah.
I left my windows open a good crack, and the next day I get into my car, I find all this bird poop in my car.
Oh.
So a bird got into my car in the early morning and just pooped everywhere.
I have not had that problem yet. They pooped on the car, but not in it yet.
Like my dad, he always has the bad habit of leaving his windows down right before a rainstorm comes. So my dad gets his car rained on, and if I leave my windows down, birds come and poop inside my car.
You stretching it out, number 3? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And if I didn't, the interior is leather. It'll be fine.
What was that?
I said even they're open a crack, I'm pretty sure I open and close the windows. I'm not going to worry about it at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was how I got renal failure or kidney failure, whichever one. I was put on the list. I had family members sign up to donate, but my sister Marion that I'm living with, she was the one who was found to be a match first.
Okay.
Yeah, when I put it on social media, she was actually the first one to offer to donate. And Devin was like a year old at the time, so originally I said no. You've got a kid. I'd be more comfortable. I wouldn't want you to, because you'll be out of commission for a bit.
Yeah.
But she insisted, and yeah, on April 23rd, 2013, we had the transplant surgery. So literally from being diagnosed to the transplant was just 1 day shy of a year, which in any case that you need a transplant, that's pretty fast. That's pretty, even though it seemed to just take forever. But I was just so, I think I was more happy to have the dialysis port taken out than than anything. It was such a pain having that thing in, which is what those holes are right there.
That's from dialysis?
Yeah, that's where the port was. Can you see them?
Oh, yeah, I see them.
Yeah, that's where the port was. And they normally don't like it there for a long time. They were trying to get me to put it in my arm, but I've seen the arms of the people that have had those ports in, and let me tell you, those arms look disgusting. They literally look like they're warts growing, like dark black warts growing on them. And I was like, please don't put that thing on, please don't. But another option was I could have it in my side.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, oh goodness, I didn't want it there either. Sure, it wouldn't be as noticeable as it would in my arm, but it was bad enough having it here. I don't want it anywhere else. But it never came to that. So yeah, so that's so of course now, due to the transplant, I'm on medications for the rest of my life. I have to be on anti-rejection medications.
Okay, so your body won't reject the kidney.
Right, because I've had friends ask me about that before, and the reason being why I need them is because technically this isn't my kidney, it's my sister's.
Okay.
My body looks at it as an invader, and their meds basically prevent my body from doing its job. Or else, because without the meds, my body's basically gonna reject the kidney, like that, because it's not mine. So my body thinks this shouldn't be here. But so it's been over 2 years since, and everything's been great. I haven't had any complications, any problems. She's been fine. And I don't know if my old kidneys are still failing or if they've died by now, but everything's just perfectly fine. I think the most shocking part of that was the fact that I've almost 25 years and no one had a clue about it, because when I was born in the 80s, the 90s, so I had normal sicknesses. I had the chicken pox, I had the mumps, I had my share of fevers and colds, and not one time did anybody come back and say, hey, by the way, your daughter's kidneys are failing. So yeah, it was just a big shock to everybody, but I had a lot of love and support behind me, and I honestly never seen that much concern come out of my family for me, at least not physically like that. But yeah, that was quite a year.
Yeah. Well, at least you survived it.
Yeah. I'm really grateful.
At least you're healthy and everything's good, and you got a good life to live now.
Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. Of course, I still have to check up with the doctor when doing stuff every now and again. I haven't done much of that. Like I sure didn't get the doctor's permission when I went skydiving or anything. I'm not really supposed to overexert myself.
Yeah.
Because as long as I'm taking the medications, I'll have side effects. I could get kind of shaky. I could get really dizzy, which has happened a few times. It's the symptoms, the side effects, they're kind of rare now that my body's a bit more used to it, but they still happen. And
Okay.
so as I mentioned earlier, I'm in need of one of those medications. I need to get a prescription for a refill on them. But of course, another bad part is, of course, the medications aren't that cheap. Even though I'm on Medicare, um, it's pricey. So
Okay.
that's a little frustrating. But I mean, it's for the sake of my health, so I really don't have much of a choice.
Yeah. I
And
understand.
yeah, it's a bummer. And what's another thing that's kind of sad is that they told me I could possibly pass it on to my children,
Oh,
which
wow.
scares me. But if I do, at least I'll know I'll know how to help them get through it because I've been through it.
Okay.
But hopefully that it doesn't happen. Really hoping it doesn't happen. Isn't that right, number 3? Boy, I wish I could sleep like a cat someday.
Hey, I'll be right back, okay?
Take your time.
Yep, I'll be about 2 minutes.
All right. Meantime. Let's see. Well, in the meantime, while he's gone, to anyone that's watching, thanks for hanging out with us. If there's anything that you want to ask us or anything you want to know, feel free. The chat's right beside us, so just feel free to type in any questions you might have or anything you want to talk about. And, we'll be more than happy to chat with you. While we're hanging out, so that you don't just get bored watching us. But in the meantime, thanks for joining us, and I hope your day is going well, or in this case, your evening, whichever part of the country you're in. Nice. Yeah, we're just talking about various topics, and basically just getting to know each other, or they know each other more. We've actually known each other for a little while, but what Ben's doing is, helping me get a head start because this channel of mine is new. So like I said, we're just hanging out. We're speaking about different topics and just overall just hanging out. So said any questions you might have or anything you want to talk about, just type it up. Let us know. Isn't that right, Oliver? You good?
I'm back. Yep.
No, or I was just chatting up that might be watching us.
I think, let's see here. Let's see. Any comments from anybody?
Not yet.
No.
So far.
Yeah. Right. Yep. So, what blood type do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
What?
What's your blood type? B
positive.
B positive?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what my blood type is. I could tell you that.
I'm like have you ever actually given blood before?
No.
Oh well. Yeah, they'll usually tell you. That's how I get now. I saw that. Marion is also B positive, which is one reason why she was a match first, but she wanted to be O positive. O because that's universal blood.
It's actually O negative. That's universal.
Well, that's the one she wanted. I wanted AB negative because that's a rare type of blood.
Okay.
But no such luck for me. I'm just a regular B plus.
I have no idea. I'm afraid of needles, and when I do
I'm scared of needles.
And when I do get blood work done, my veins collapse.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier today. I don't get that scared. But at the same time, I really don't want to look want to look at. Sometimes I'll be okay and I'll look at the needle, but for the most part, no, I really don't want to look. Especially if
Hey,
it's
I'll be right back. Cause on the video,
mm-hmm.
um, my camera's not showing up on the YouTube feed.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm gonna exit out. You just stay there. I'll be right back.
Don't worry about it, bro. I'm just gonna
All
get stuff out of the way just in case the roof starts leaking. Right
right,
now.
I'll be right back.
All right, time for a break. Hey, who's my pretty mama, huh?
You can't get back in? Is that what you're saying in the comments? We are experiencing some technical difficulties. We'll be right back. We'll be right back because we're experiencing some technical difficulties. So hang in there. All right, YouTube, we're having a little technical difficulties getting my friend back. So we're gonna end the live stream right here. All right, I'll see everyone in my next video. Bye bye for now.